Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk to Pien Smeets, and she's gonna speak a little bit about her career, how she started with music. How are you doing today?
Well, good. I just had a rehearsal with a pianist for a concert this weekend, and now the interview and the call. So quite a nice day. A lot of entrepreneurial stuff. So I like it. Yes.
Thank you very much for being here with me, for sharing music with us, and tell me a little bit about your career, how you started studying music, your decisions, and how you get inspired.
Well, there was always music in my family. Like I grew up with Bach in the stroller when I was like a baby. And I sang in a choir my whole life. But when I was in high school, I was very good in math and like history, but I didn't want to be a teacher in that. And then I thought, like, yeah, what can I do? And I was like, Ma, I can sing a bit. And I really didn't know that there was like this whole world of singing as a career. And then I just did a random audition with a director that I know, and then I discovered opera. And I've known like classical music my whole life, but I never know like opera, the part of it. And it was like, oh, it's such beautiful classical music, but also with acting and incredible singing. And then I got accepted on the pre-education year, and every Saturday I had a lesson. And every Saturday I came home more excited, and I was like, I really want to do this with my life. And yeah, I went into the bachelor, and now I finished my master's like 3 months ago now. And now I'm into the real world, which is very exciting. And yeah, that's a bit how it all started and my affection with music.
That's amazing. And how do you feel that music can contribute for one's mental balance, mental or emotional balance?
I think music really describes your mood as well as how you feel that day, and according to how you feel, you or I personally pick my music, and that can be every genre. um, and I think when you have a lovely moments with friends or you have a party, you pick music that is super celebrating, and you feel even more uplifted. And when you feel sad, there is so much music that gives you comfort, and you can cry everything out, and it really helps to process things. And I think, especially in opera, there's a lot of crying music, also very fun music. I myself really like to dance on Rossini or Mozart. It's super energetic. It's so fun. So it has like all the emotions. And I think during the day or wherever you have a period of time in your life that you go through something, I really feel that music is always a part of that emotion you're experiencing, and it can help you process it, like dance it all out. And when you feel so stressed and um, really don't know what to do, just dance it out. That's not the solution to everything, of course, but sometimes it really helps, or just to get you in a good mood. And that can be on any music, and yeah, in every genre and in every emotion. So I think that's a bit my answer to that question.
And what challenges have you faced in your career as a musician? You are an opera singer, right?
Yeah.
Lyrical singer. This is a very hard profession because it demands a lot on your voice, energy, a lot of practicing, learning a lot during your whole life, right? But what
Yeah.
challenges do you think a musician can face when they want to pursue a career as a singer?
Um, well, I think the hard part is when you just start learning to be a singer and you learn to discover your instruments, like your vocal cords, how it all works. Every day you feel different as a person, and every day your body feels like, I have a bit of a pain there, or my neck is stiff. And every day your instruments, your vocal cords, are also a bit different depending on how you feel. And it has been such a struggle in the beginning to cope with that. Sometimes I was like so frustrated about it, like, I'm not feeling my body today, and my voice is not working. It's not like I play the piano and the keys are there, and the instrument is perfect on itself already. And as a
Yeah,
singer, you have to build your own instrument day by day, and also your voice is like fully developed when you're 25, and the years before that, it's all changing. And as you grow older, you're still changing your body, so your instrument changes as well. So that has been a struggle, but also mentally to able to be kind to myself. Like, hey, it's okay that today is not working. You just show up and do what you can, and that's sometimes already enough. It's about like showing up every day, and that will give you the process. I think that's very important in combination with people, the right people that like teach you and you can trust and want to have the best for you. Yeah.
that's true. I find very interesting what you said about being your own instrument, right? Your voice is part of your body. It's not like external, like a piano. So you
Yeah.
have to. Do you have any special exercises or special care about your throat, your muscles, or your voice?
Yes, I warm up every day when I have to sing, and I do all sorts of exercises. And also depending on how the voice is feeling, I do certain exercises. Sometimes I go a bit lower in the voice, sometimes higher or faster to get the energy moving. So that depends every day. And also, I was thinking about this because it's our own instruments. When I have to sing at, for instance, a funeral, that's also work. Um, I'm not allowed to like cry, because if I have to cry, my voice is like shaking and trembling. Um, and when you're a pianist, you can play, and of course, it will affect you as well, but like not as much as a singer. And that's a very difficult skill to learn. But everything can happen on stage. Like I had to sing a solo and the person fell down, and I was like, do I need to stop, or. And then I was like, this is why I also sing a lot on funerals, to train also my mental capacity, and to be able to still really connect with with the audience and the public that is sitting there, all the people there, and really deliver my message and give them as much value as I can without losing it to myself from my tears or like my emotions. Yeah.
Maybe it's a hard work, right? You have to transmit all the emotion possible through your voice, through your body, which is your instrument, and at
Yeah.
the same time, you have to keep yourself to yourself because you're not transmitting your emotion, all emotional emotions through your voice, which is your tool, right?
Yeah.
So demands a lot of balance, emotional balance
Yeah.
or control. Yeah,
But it's also nice because you just do not just sing the lines and sing the notes perfectly and technically, but the moment when you can add the emotion into the sounds, then it's like the magic moment that you really connect with the audience and you give everything of yourself. Then it's indeed the balance. How much can you give of yourself? Because you always need to come back to yourself. So that's a little thing to add there. Yeah.
What about another languages? You speak another language, a second language, and maybe another. How do you feel that languages help a musician to communicate?
Yeah, a lot. Well, especially as a singer, because you sing in all sorts of languages. And I've just been like last October to Italy to improve my Italian, and I'm now A2 instead of A1. So that's a process. I can order now very fluently a bottle of wine. So that's nice, but it really helps you because I was there for 3 weeks or something. It helped me to create such a feeling for the language, which is helping me in my scores, in the text that I'm singing. And I had a lot of lessons in French, in Italian, German, so those are all language you have to sing, but also Spanish, Russian, Czech. And I have a lot of colleagues that are from abroad, and then I can text them. If it's like a very foreign language like Russian, I'm like, can you speak this to me? How do I say this? And we help each other out, and that's very nice to have this base around you of colleagues. Yeah.
What about your plans for the future? What can you share with us about your career, your plans for the future, your dreams?
Well, for now, I'm working a lot with duos. So I've I think three different kind of duos, and we perform lead songs, but also opera. And I'm just emailing a lot of people around me saying, "Hi, can I sing here?" And they're like, "Oh, such a nice email." And then get my concerts, and I do a lot of oratorio works. And I love oratorio because I've been really raised by it. Like with all the classical highlights, I know a lot, and it's really a dream now that be able to call this work. This week I had the rehearsal, and I'm doing now the Petite Messe Solennelle by Rossini, and my other one of my best friends is singing the alto part, and I was like, oh, I am living the life, guys. Get this is my working day, and I really love that. And Yeah, my hopes and dreams and goals, I have to say, is I want to get in an opera studio and then go on and on and on, do as much opera roles as possible. And I always say I want to sing at La Scala and the Wiener Staatsoper and the Metropolitan in New York, and we'll see where we end up. But we dream big and we see it as a goal, and we see how far we can get. But yeah, for me, like opera is just everything. It has every emotion, and I feel most alive and myself on stage, in a big light and performing and giving my message to the audience. And whether that's like a super funny thing and like a dress up in Mozart, and you're like, oh my God, are we doing this? Yes, we are. Or like this tormenting arias that are like, no, and I love the drama. Yeah. So that concludes my hopes and dreams.
That's amazing. And wish you luck in your career. I know you have a lot of talent. And there is a friend of mine, Dominica. She was one of the people that I interviewed, and she mentioned that she dreamed of singing in Carnegie Hall in New York, and it happened. So we have to dream
Well,
big, and it's gonna happen, I'm sure. And you have a lot of talent. Thank you again for sharing all of the dreams and the emotions with us. It was amazing to interview you.
thank you so much for having me. Yeah, and the nice questions. Yeah.